Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. So I'm here with the episode 1 prize cars. We're going to start off with the 1990 M3 Sport Evolution, the tier 4s. We'll move to the Roush Mustang and then go to the Porsches, the tier 5 prize cars from there. So the BMW E30 for live racing purposes is not bad at all. It's the tier 4 cars. My problem with tier 4 cars is, of course, they tend to require a lot more to be good. But that doesn't mean that they cannot do well in lobbies. Only thing is, for me, I generally prefer to be in slightly faster lobbies, but not super fast. You know, between 8.6 to 11s is where I like to be. So I have this car set up kind of in the 11s. Let's see how well it does here. What I like to do is I don't like to win by a huge amount. I try to keep them close, and I was able to squeeze that one out. That I had to run a 11.7 to win that. Okay. Now, I can't remember exactly what I put this car to. I tweak them a lot. I know that earlier I had it set up differently in 11.6, and in that lobby at least it didn't do well. So I made it a little quicker where it landed. I mean, I'm sorry. I had it in 11.6 dyno and it landed in 12. It didn't do that well. I think I made it a little bit faster here for this purpose. To reset the car a little bit. This is a 992. Depending on how he has it set up, he's either going to destroy me or we'll have actually an okay race. Now the 992 does have a funky super high evo setup, which is really crazy hard to shift, but it's actually okay. I'm not sure if that's how he has it set up here. Obviously he doesn't have the huge down tune because he would have destroyed me. And he still did pretty well. So I think he's using a lobby advantage setup. That's basically a faster dynoing setup where you land in a slower lobby and still be able to win. So that's not bad. He did all right with that car. It's 11.5s in here. It's competitive. Okay. Anybody else that's willing to race? Doesn't look like anybody else is available. Okay, let's go back. Let's take a look at this car. So interestingly, with the E30, you need to put in quite a bit of parts, right? So I have a lot of parts here. The one thing I kind of left out is the stage 6 transmission. As good as transmission normally is as a part, for this car, having the stage 6 transmission in didn't help it. It seems to make it harder to beat dyno. The way it's set up now, and tuned the way I have it, I was able to get it to do better, and that's kind of what I want, right? So not a bad car, but again, you need to have this car set up in a certain way to get the best results out of it. All right, so let's take a look at the tune. 2.0, 12. The reason I did 12 instead of 0 is just to keep it at this dyno. If you lower it, you'll be faster. You have to change lobby. So I tend to want to put it where I can have it at a particular dyno. That's the reason I tweaked the tires. It's not more than anything that just to put me in the right dyno lobby is the key. All right. So that is the E30 M3 Sport Evolution. Great looking car. I really like the car. But tier 4, Okay. Roush. The Jack Roush Edition Mustang is a little bit. It's good. It's good because not because it's good on the numbers. The numbers are not as good as the BMW. Where it's good at is that it's good at beating its numbers. I mean, you know, with this setup, without other fine tuning, I put it to 11.668. Let's go to live lobby and I'll show you what this car can do. Personally, I like the car, but I don't like how slow it is without a ton of upgrades. So 11.6 is, you know, with the amount of upgrades it has, it's not that impressive, but still. Not too bad. The one disadvantage about this lobby, this is 12. Okay, this is like 12, 12.1. This lobby has some long-term dwellers in here that have good cars, and they tend to, you know, have it tuned to be able to generally dominate the lobby, and that's kind of the thing. And you run into good cars, you're always like this one. The Utopia is a great car, but that's a new player. But when you run into a good car, you get your fingers crossed. Am I going to beat this guy, or he's going to beat me? How good does he have it set up? Watching how his car is moving, I can tell that he's missing fusions or he doesn't have the right parts in. That car is not set up that well. It's set up basically what lobby time is. This is the 12 lobby, and he's running 12. Okay, the Utopia can beat Dino, can be. Oh, he left. It's not. It's one of the better cars. It's one of the best Pagani. Oh, here we go. Those guys have good setups. I was just about to say, those guys you gotta watch. Okay, this car's problem is that, well, it looks good on the numbers and it just doesn't do that well. Well, he didn't race me anyway. Can we see? Oh, nobody else is available. So let's try. I could race him, but let me try to race him. Okay, is he available? He might not be available. No, I guess he's not available. See, what happens is if he's swapping, sometimes the available challenge thing pops up, but you're not actually available. I've seen that quite a bit on my own when I got multiple accounts in the same lobby. Wow, this lobby is drying up fast. Oh, he left. Oh, he's back. Yeah, but that's still only 4 players in here. Ugh. Oh, he's challenging me. Oh, this will be an interesting discussion. So, ABT RSR, very good in 12. Okay, you're talking an 11-second car in 12-second lobby. Now, if I don't want him to win, I'm gonna have to run the Jack Roush all out. This is not. I have no chance of slowing down, and I'm gonna have to let it run all the way. He's catching up. Ah! Okay, I won. All right. Now, that RSR ran a 11.3. I ran a 11.28. This is a 12-second lobby. We're running like almost 8/10 quicker than the lobby. That's scary fast, and that means immediately after that, I got to find a slower opponent so I don't get bumped. Please accept, because if I have to hit that back button, I'm going to get bumped the lobby. Please accept. Thank you. I might even let you win. I mean, maybe not, but I'm going to run slow, and I'm going to run slow. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose, but I don't want to run fast because I want to leave the lobby. I like it here. Okay. So again, let's watch that car. Now, that GTR generally lobbies well, but numbers are iffy. So it's not a bad car. It's not great. I even slowed down, and I still was able to win that. 12-0. 12-1. Ooh, 12-1's a little rough. He might be missing some fusions on that car. I have that on my new account as it's my piece. You know, what am I saying? My Tempest 3 Tier 4 option, because it is good for that. That's what that car is good for. Ooh, Millen Cat. Okay, bot popped up. Again, my chance to run. Now, if I run this bot and it's pretty slow, I'm leaving. Because I want to maintain my current lobby without losing it. So I'm going to leave and just move on to the different cars. Because I don't really want to race those guys with the ABT RSRs again, because we're going to end up bumping each other. It's not worth it to me. Okay, let's see. Melon Cat, how do you do? You know, we have a Melon on our crew, so shout out to Melon. Great tuner, by the way. You don't want to mess with Melon's Tier 4 cars. Or actually, you do want to mess with it to see what he's done with it, and then hopefully he'll be kind enough to share a tune with you, because his car's in Tier 4. He's like the master of Tier 4 tuning. Okay, let's move on. So I left the lobby while I'm running slow because I don't want this car to badly bumped. So Jack Roush, so far, probably the best out of the batch here. Oh, I think I was popping the hood there. Okay, now we're moving to Tier 5. So we got the 2 Porsches. Strasa version. What a great looking Porsche. This is a street version of the GT1. And it's an awesome looking Porsche. And I really wanted it to be good. I really tried. I even got all the stage 6s I could to try to make it good so I can tune it every which way. And it's just okay. That's the problem with the Porsches. I mean, in the game, CSR2 just doesn't give a lot of love to Porsches. I'm not a big Porsche fan, and I know that's sacrilege to some of you guys, but I like this Porsche though, and I really wanted this one to be good, but unfortunately it's just not. And the other one I kind of like the look of, really The Duke's Dynamic Porsche, another terrible Porsche that I really wish was good. It's a shame. I mean, Porsches really should be better in the game, but we just don't have that many that's really any good. And this one, I'm not saying this one's terrible, but it's not that great. It's not getting the lobby advantage that I wanted to get. Sure, it can beat Dyno a little bit, and I might have slowed down a little too much. That was a close run though, but that little downshift cost me. So 37395, he got me. The Mustang Dark Horse isn't a bad car. It's actually a pretty decent live racer. I just don't have a lot of love for Tier 4s, so I didn't play with that car as much as I could. Let me see if I can race someone else. I mean, I didn't really want to lose that one, but I did. Maybe he'll race me again. We'll see. Let's challenge him again. Not accepting. Not accepting. All right. Probably busy. Sometimes what happens is there's, again, like I was saying earlier, they're showing they're available, but they're not. Someone else is actually in the middle challenging them already. Let's see. I really want to race somebody. Let's challenge him. Well, let's challenge this guy. I like those Jukes. They're pretty cool little cars, but he doesn't like me, so he doesn't want to race me. Okay. He's not available again. This kind of, he refused, but this kind of car with no star coming into a lobby, usually with new players, they're not going to do well in these lobbies. They have what I would almost call a lobby disadvantage, because they come into a lobby dynoing, say, 12, and they're matched up to cars dynoing 11.6s, 11.5s. That Corvette might be dynoing 11.8, but then he's matched up to cars that are dynoing 11.2s. So you're not going to do well with that. So that's what I would consider disadvantage. Now, doesn't look like we're getting anywhere with the Strasa version. I mean, I tried. Not a bad car, just not good either. Okay, let's take a look at the tune. Not hard to tune. Right, left, and same deal. Play with the tires to get a particular dyno. I mean, I can make it quicker. I can make it slower. You know, the tire's there to help me focus into a particular lobby, and that's it. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Well, let's see if I still get the same lobby. Hold on. I'm just curious if that changes anything. No, same lobby. So that tells me something now. If I can move it up into a faster dyno and stay in the same lobby, that's a good thing. Sometimes moving it into faster and faster dynos can get you, and that's an interesting discussion by itself. Faster dyno, given a particular range of performance point, sometimes doesn't hurt you. If anything, it puts you in an even better lobby. One way to get more advantage in a lobby is to slowly move your dyno up each time and going back to the lobby to see if you stay in the same one. If you do, you're now getting better and better advantage in that lobby. Like I just saw the same lobby yet again. But there will be a cutoff. And what is that likely to be? Say, if I'm in 10.2 dynos, if I move to 10.1 dynos, most likely I'm going to change. Even if it's 10.18, that's probably going to move me to a different lobby. Now, is it going to be always a faster lobby? Well, that's where things get interesting. Sometimes you actually end up in a slower lobby or a different part of the same lobby. So it's still, let's say, 10.4 guys, but you're facing slightly faster, slightly slower 10.4 guys. And that makes things pretty interesting. So 10.18 definitely changed lobbies. Let's slow it down just a hair and see if we can move back to the old lobby or we're still in this lobby. So that gives you a better idea of what your cutoffs may be. So I just moved to 10.202. That may put me in a faster lobby or a slower lobby, depending on how the computer calculates my car's setup. So let's go. No, we're still with Bad Max. That's the different lobby. And he challenges me. So it's Bad Max versus, I guess I'm the good Max, right? Let's see which Max comes out on top. Is it going to be the good guys or the bad guys? And of course, we're always the good guys, you know, it's us. So naturally, I'm going to be the good guy. Plus, he named himself the bad guy. So he owned that. He bought that name. He put it in. He's owning that. And the good guys win for this one. Okay. 10.304. He ran 10.479. So I'm likely to be in the similar lobby range, slightly tweaked, but not a big change. Okay, here we go. So I feel bad for these newer players. Again, he's new. He probably doesn't understand, but he's got a 0-star car in the lobby set up to a dyno. I can guarantee you his dyno is not anywhere near 10.1. He's not going to run anywhere near 10.1 unless he's got a dyno crusher setup or something. Oh, he beat me. Okay, anyway, talking too much. 10.7, and I'm pretty sure he didn't slow down for that, right? He's probably pushing his car to get that win. I have a 10.202 dyno. I mean, that's the issue with 0-star cars. Okay, so I think that's good enough for the Strasa version. We actually showcased it more than I was originally thinking to do, but nice car. Okay, moving on. 911 GT2 993. All right, this one is a pretty cool car. Definitely, for the numbers are somewhat similar to the Strasa version, but not as good. And it's definitely going to need stage 6s to have decent numbers. So this is a stage 6 dependent Porsche. Again, not bad, but just not really good either. And this one's not as tunable. It goes to 2.0 final drive right away. It's not as tunable, but it does beat dyno a little bit by shift pattern. But the problem is I keep forgetting its shift pattern. So it's right, I would say it's even with the Strasa version, if anything. Oh, wow, I don't have much of a lobby here. Let's try, I like this Aston, by the way. This is actually a decent low performance point, high evo car. But he's not racing me, and it doesn't look like I have a chance. Yeah, no connection. And the other guy disappeared. Oh, my God. Okay. So when this happens, there is a way to try to get more cars to show up. Almost always, you're going to have to change your dyno. That's the key to not being locked into a particular lobby. And sometimes you could change it by a hair. Other times, you have to change it by a lot to get out. So if you're on the no car end of a particular dyno edge, you may end up still finding no cars. But if you tweak it a little bit, sometimes you find some cars. Don't ask me why it works that way. It's just an observational thing. See, we gained 2 cars. Oh, and Akita's challenging me with a 3-star legend car. 3-star isn't going to be that great, I don't think. But let's, I mean, I know that Lambo, I think, runs under dyno. That's its main claim to fame. But I don't think it lobbies that well. So let's see where we're at with this. What was my dyno? 10.7, I think. What did he run? 11.3. Okay, so I have pretty good lobby advantage here with this this setup. Let's move. Let's see if we can race someone else. Ooh, Haas. I've raced Haas before, I'm pretty sure. Boss Haas Racing. Big Haas Racing. Nope, no connection. Yeesh. All right, not having much luck with the connection here. That's not good. I mean, here's the thing. I can make the car slower, but this car, to get it any faster, would require more upgrades. When you change the performance point through upgrades, you change the way the matchmaking looks at the car, and you may end up in a completely different lobby yet again. So be careful when you are, for example, if you're 10.7, you really want that 10.6, but you know you can't tune to it, be careful just slapping parts on, because that one part could completely change the calculations for whatever your lobby matchmaking is, and can push you into a much less advantageous lobby. Wow, not having much luck with that one. I mean, at this point, I may have to go to like 10.8 dyno to be able to do anything. So I don't think it's worth doing. Again, this Porsche, much like the Strasa version, not a bad car, just not great. I mean, if anything, out of the Porsches right now, the surprise here is the Taycan Turbo. Not this one, but the one that's the new Milestone one's really good. This one's not bad either. But the Milestone one actually is pretty good. So I see those in lobby. They're doing pretty good. These two Porsches, unfortunately, among Porsches, are just about the same. They're just mediocre. Almost all the Porsches in the game are kind of mediocre, unless you do a huge down tune on the 992 just to beat people up. I even consider that to be necessarily a good thing for the car. So, all right, so wrapping up episode 1, here we go. I would say Jack Roush is number 1, E30 M3 number 2, Strasser and 911 GT3 probably together on number 3. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions about anything I've discussed or shown, feel free to ask them in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and like to see this kind of videos, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.